Hi guys, so today I thought I would film sort of the process of me starting a Redbubble shop, which is something I've been thinking about doing since a few months now. I am now on holiday, and one thing that I set myself to do during the holiday is to start a Redbubble shop because I thought it would be a nice place to start, and even though I probably won't be making any money and any sales, I think it's just a good place to start, as I've said before. Anyway, I already have an account, and as you can see on the screen, I've added a avatar photo which is kind of blurry, but it'll have to do. I also have a cover image from a design that I will be putting there, and then I added some details as well. I do have to put in my payment details. I still haven't done that, but I need to create a PayPal account first to do that, which I will be doing later. I have made a list of designs that I have been thinking of putting there. I think it's important to already have quite a few designs when you start instead of having just one, so people can be more interested in that. I have seen loads of videos on YouTube about how to start a Redbubble shop and stuff, so yeah, I think the thing that I'm worried the most about is the quality of my designs. We'll have to see for that. But yeah, as you can see, I already have quite a few designs in mind. I also have a folder called Redbubble where I have a few of the designs, but not all of them look how they are supposed to look. For example, they're not transparent and I need them to be. This one doesn't work, so I need to make it designable to put it on Redbubble. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through all of my designs and make sure that each of them are usable and presentable to be put on Redbubble. I had a tip, and it is to use every option that Redbubble gives you because, you know, they're available for you to use, so why not use them? Which I didn't think doing, as you can see in my list, but apparently it's recommended to use them on everything like that if anyone is interested to have a tote bag for one of your designs. Even if you don't think people would be, at least they have the option to use that. That's why they have to be really big. But yeah, for now I'm going to make sure these are all right, and yeah, I use the app Ibis Paint. It's now a different day and I have finished doing all of the designs, so after transferring them to the computer and checking them off the list of designs to work on, I am going to now create a PayPal account, and then we should be ready for the final step, which is to put all of these designs on Redbubble. Hopefully it goes well. I'm still not sure about the quality because for some of these designs I drew them because I wanted to draw them, not because I thought I would put them anywhere for people to buy, which is why on Ibis Paint, depending on the sizing of the canvas, which depending on the canvas size, you're either choosing quality over speed or choosing speed over quality, and for some of these I just didn't want to work on too big of a canvas, otherwise the size of the pen that you're using to then draw is very small and it just takes you longer to work on a piece than it would if you used a smaller canvas. But yeah, so hopefully they will be good enough quality to be printed on different things. We'll just have to see. There is a recommended size, I think, I'm not sure, but yeah. Now that my PayPal account has been added, all we have to do left is add the designs, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go with upload new work. I'm just going to go with my first one, which is this balloon dog, and see how it goes. So I'm just going to go with a description, balloon dog. I think that's pretty good of a description. So then we have to put tags in so people can find our works more easily. I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm not feeling very inspired by the tags, but then we have the description. Once all these details are filled in, you have to then make sure to just enable all of these products. You can then edit them depending on how they look, because they don't necessarily all look how they should look, which is what I'm going to go and do next. So yeah, as you can see, this one is cropped out of the t-shirt, so I'm just going to make sure that it's not by editing the design. There, it fits perfectly well. So I'm just going to go and do that with all of the other products. Always make sure that it's centered, otherwise it'll just be a shame to post a design that is not centered. So there you go, now it's on all sorts of products. There you go, there's the design. I think I explained that you do receive only 20% of the sales, since Redbubble does practically everything else, which is fine. You can change it to 25%, something like that, or more, but obviously the prices go up as well. But yeah, I'm going to continue doing that with all the other designs. And I'll see you again, well, I'll still see you now, but yeah. I wanted to quickly mention that underneath the first product it says 9 out of 12 enabled, and that's because when you go here you have children's clothes that you can enable as well if your design is appropriate for kids, so don't forget to do that if you can. The only thing is you can't actually modify the design on those individually, but that's fine. So earlier I mentioned that some of the designs were probably not going to be good enough quality to be used properly, and a hack that I found was to go on canva.com, click on create a print poster, upload the design or that have a pretty low image resolution, and then place it on there. Once it's downloaded, it then has a higher resolution because the print poster setting that you've selected makes the resolution 1587 x 2245. Which is still not a huge amount, but way better than some of the original designs. I feel like if you had Canva Premium, you could change the size and make it an even better quality, I think. Maybe you could also use Photoshop, but this is a free way to improve your image resolution. After that, all you have to do is crop your image and that's it. I did that with quite a few, and for example for this one it goes from 1016 x 1200 pixels to 1587 x 2245, while for this one it goes from 740 x 740 to 1587 x 2245, which is much better. Concretely, this means that on Redbubble the image is bigger and more useful on products. As you can see, the original image is barely visible on the clothes, and same for the rest. But with the higher resolution, it's better quality, bigger, and you can do way more with it. However, there is another thing that you can do if your images are very small, and that's using the regular or offside grid pattern, which duplicates your design over the entirety of the product. This is very fun to play around with and can look pretty cool. I did discover it after having already uploaded a few designs, so I might go back to make sure to use the offset pattern with some of the very small designs that I only made stickers with. I finally finished it. It took me way longer than I thought it would. It took me 2 days, but I'm glad that I did it, and yeah, I'm probably not going to get any sales whatsoever, but it's fine. I'm glad that it's out there, and all of the designs that I was thinking of selling and using to sell and to put on products for quite a while are finally at least in one same place. I hope this video was somewhat useful, even though I was technically doing this for the first time. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I have stickers. Some of the designs were not good enough quality to be anything else but stickers, which is fine because with the way they are, I think they work perfectly well as stickers. I do think for some of them I'm going to go back and maybe one day redraw the drawings, mostly these geometric animals that, except for the bear one, are pretty bad quality. So yeah, I probably will go back to drawing them again, but on a better quality format, so I can do more with them than just stickers. I'll probably buy some of these items myself. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up to let me know. And I think I've said all that I wanted to say on the subject. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if some of these things you're interested in, or if you know someone who could be interested in some of these things, then my Redbubble shop will be in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you soon. Bye!